Welcome back to Headline Country. Now, each year, Vince Gill and Keith Urban act as band leaders for an eclectic array of stars who gather to play a few tunes, all in the name of the Hall of Fame. It's called All for the Hall, and this year's theme was all about renegades and rebels.
You got to roll, man, come and tumble and dance. Hey, woo! Hey, Vince, take it!
Keith Urban and Vince Gill delivered yet another star-studded fundraiser through the annual We're All for the Hall concert, benefiting the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum.
It's a good lineup tonight, so we've rehearsed most everybody. There's a few people rehearsing today, but I love the diversity of the show tonight.
Wild-eyed boy with a farmer's tan.
Keith always comes up with a theme each year for what he wants to see transpire, and it's always been unique. You know, if you look back in over the history of these 4 years, it's been really remarkable. He always says, you know, pick a hero. Or one year was like, pick a hero song that you loved, and that was a great idea.
I choose a theme for a couple of reasons. One is to help me get a criteria for the list. If I could invite everybody I wanted to invite, we'd have a 3-day show, you know, it would never break. But the other reason is to give the show something different every year and to help us sort of figure out the set list. And I guess the thing I'm trying to make sure we always do is have a theme that allows us to honor a broad spectrum of artists too, you know, artists from the past and artists from now and future artists.
This year's theme, Rebels and Renegades, which was brought to life by an impressive list of performers, including legends like Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, and Hank Williams Jr., and some of today's biggest stars like Brantley Gilbert, Trace Adkins, and Jason Aldean.
I want to take a little ride with you.
When you look at some of the other guys that are here, I mean, you know, Willie Nelson and those guys, I mean, those are the guys that influenced and shaped our music. And we wouldn't be here without those guys. So I'm like a fan tonight, you know. I mean, I get to play a couple songs, but when I'm not playing, I'm going to be, you know, find me a good seat somewhere so I can check out the rest of the show and watch these guys do their thing. I look at things like this as like a free education. I get to go out and, you know, watch some of the best in the business do their thing.
Along with the incredible talent, the event has traditionally been a night made to make history, as Keith recounts last year's show where he was asked one very important question.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite Keith Urban to be the next member of the Grand Ole Opry.
I wasn't expecting that, good Lord. The Grand Ole Opry induction was a beautiful shock and surprise last year. Yeah.
After 4 years, Keith and Vince's benefit show has raised over $2 million and counting. Now with a huge privately funded expansion underway, the exhibits and programs We're All for the Hall contributes to have room to grow as well.
There's educational programs that they engage in, and there's a lot of work that gets done in the curating of these pieces too. I mean, they have an extraordinary museum, which we only really get to the public. We only get to see a tiny little portion of what they actually have, you know, that they're taking care of. And they're changing exhibits all the time. That's why if you've seen the museum and you come back to Nashville, you just have to go again because there'll be different things.
To find out how you can preserve the history of country music for generations to come, visit countrymusichofoffame.org. When we come back, the planets align for Randy Houser. We'll take you to the set of his new music video. Finally this week, our pal Randy Houser seems to have another big ol' hit on his hands with his song Runnin Outta Moonlight. We caught up with the Mississippi boy on the set of the song's music video inside Nashville's Planetarium.
Come on, baby, let me take you on a night ride. Windows down, sitting on my side. Tick-tock, now we're knocking on midnight. Me and you, girl, running out of moonlight.
He may be running out of moonlight, but that isn't stopping Randy Houser from getting plenty of work done. Taking a little break from celebrating his career-first #1, How Country Feels, the singer is stepping in front of the camera to film a music video for the hit single's follow-up, Runnin Outta Moonlight.
This is the basically almost kind of a continuation of the last one. I shot a lot of stuff today with the two stars that were in my last video, Ladd and Shauna Marie, were actually freezing their butts off today out shooting stuff, being the pretty people, you know. We're actually at the Adventure Science Center here in Nashville. You know, it's Runnin Outta Moonlight, so we shot here in the planetarium, so it looks like, it's really cool, so it looks like the moon and the stars are all, this time is speeded up big time. Wes Edwards, who's directing the video, I don't know how he thought about doing that, but what a great idea. Anytime shooting a video, there's a certain amount of pressure. I like it, but it's a long day, a lot of work, and it's a lot of sit around and wait, and I'm not good at that. I like to be doing something, Girl, you never look better than you do right now. Oh, heaven, let your light shine down. My buddy Dallas Davidson, who's one of my dear friends for a long time, he actually played me this song right before I went in the studio for the last day of recording. When I heard it, I immediately went, I got to record that. It's just one of those, it's kind of like How Country Feels. As soon as I heard it, there was no thinking about it. It was like, I have to record that song. I just love the song. It's a lot of fun, and it just seems like it's going to be a really good, big old summer kind of song.
Look for the new video right here on GAC, and in the meantime, be sure to show your support by requesting the new song, out now at Country Radio. That's it for this week. Next time we sit down with Hillary, Charles, and Dave of Lady A to find out how Golden feels. With her 7th #1 hit, Downtown, I'm betting it feels really good. From downtown Nashville, I'm Stormy Warren. Take care, everybody.